Have you ever noticed that your posture isn't quite the same as it used to be? Maybe you catch yourself slouching while reading, or your back feels tired after just a short walk. For many of us over 60, that quiet discomfort, the ache in the lower back, the stiffness in the hips, the feeling that our body doesn't hold us up like before, has become an everyday companion. But here's the truth most people never tell you. It's not a sign of weakness, and it's certainly not your fault. It's the natural result of years of sitting, stress, and movements that slowly taught our bodies to switch off the muscles that keep us strong inside, our core. Your core isn't just about abs or crunches. It's the foundation that supports every step you take, every time you reach for a cup of tea, every time you stand tall and smile. When that foundation weakens, so does your sense of balance, your posture, and even your confidence in movement. The good news? You can rebuild it gently, safely, and without ever doing a single crunch. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment. You just need a few mindful minutes each day to remind your body how capable it still is. And today, I want to show you exactly how, because the strength you thought you lost is still there, waiting to be awakened. Now, let's look at why the exercises we've been told to do for decades, like crunches and sit-ups, might actually be holding you back instead of helping you. Most people over 60 have been told the same thing for decades. If you want a strong core, you have to do sit-ups or crunches. We watched fitness ads promising flat stomachs and tight abs, and many of us tried. But instead of feeling stronger, we ended up with neck pain, sore backs, and frustration. The truth is, crunches and sit-ups were never designed for the aging body. They place pressure on the spine, strain the hip flexors, and often do more harm than good once your joints lose flexibility. That's why so many people say, I tried strengthening my core, but it just made my back worse. It's not your fault. Our bodies change with time. Muscles that once fired easily now need a gentler approach. What once built strength at 30 can create tension at 60. And yet, most exercise routines haven't evolved to meet that reality. The result? We move less, our posture collapses, and we begin to lose confidence in our own bodies. But it doesn't have to stay that way. There's a smarter, safer path to strength, one that works with your body, not against it. And that's what we're about to uncover next, the new science behind gentle movement and how it can rebuild your core from the inside out. Here's something most people never realize. Your core isn't just a group of muscles in your belly. It's your body's entire center of stability, a deep network that connects your spine, hips, and even your breathing. When it works properly, every movement feels easier, lighter, and more controlled. But when it shuts down, your back takes over the job it was never meant to do. And that's when pain begins. Researchers at Harvard and the Mayo Clinic have found that slow, controlled movements, especially those done standing, can actually activate these deep core muscles more effectively than traditional ab workouts. You don't need to crunch. You don't need to lie on the floor. You simply need to move with awareness and engage your center while staying relaxed. This is the real key to strength after 60. Not forcing the body, but awakening it. Not training harder, but smarter. Because your muscles still remember what strength feels like. They just need a different language to be reminded. And that's what I want to share with you today. A simple standing routine that gently reactivates your core, improves posture, and helps your body move like it used to. No pain, no strain, no fear. Just rediscovering the strength that's been inside you all along. In the next part, I'll show you exactly what this movement looks like and how just 2 minutes a day can start changing the way you move, stand, and breathe. It's called the Standing Core Activation Flow, a gentle, upright sequence designed to reawaken your deep core muscles without ever lying down. You don't need a mat, you don't need a gym, and you don't even need perfect balance. You just need your body, your breath, and a few mindful minutes each day. This routine is inspired by a blend of physical therapy principles and ancient Asian movement practices. Techniques once used by martial artists and healers to build strength from the inside out. The goal isn't to look younger, but to move with the kind of freedom that makes you feel younger. Here's what makes it different. Instead of crunching forward and compressing your spine, you'll focus on lengthening your body, creating gentle tension that activates the muscles supporting your posture. Each slow movement teaches your body to engage stability again through your feet, your hips, your abdomen, and your back, all working together like a quiet orchestra. When you practice it daily, even for 2 minutes, you'll start noticing subtle changes. You'll stand taller without thinking about it. You'll feel steadier when you walk. And perhaps most importantly, your back will finally feel supported again, not by external effort, but by your own body's natural design. This isn't exercise in the traditional sense. It's reconnection. It's reminding your body how to support you the way it was always meant to. And in the next section, we'll look at exactly how this simple standing flow transforms your body, not through intensity, but through intelligence. 1. Improves posture and spinal health. Most people over 60 don't realize that poor posture isn't about laziness. It's about muscle memory. Over time, when your deep core muscles weaken, your spine begins to lean forward for support, creating that familiar stoop. The standing core activation flow retrains those deep stabilizers to support your back again. When practiced regularly, you'll notice your shoulders naturally roll back and your chest opens. Breathing becomes easier and pain lessens. Tip: as you practice, imagine a string pulling the top of your head gently toward the sky. It helps lengthen your spine naturally. 2. Reactivates deep core muscles. Crunches mainly work the surface level muscles, but your deep core, the transverse abdominis, is what truly supports your organs and spine. Standing movements, when done slowly, gently wake up these forgotten muscles. They tighten from within, like an invisible belt wrapping around your waist, giving you stability without strain. Tip: when you exhale, lightly draw your belly inward as if hugging your spine. Feel your center come alive. That subtle awareness is the foundation for the next benefit: balance. 3. Enhances balance and coordination. After 60, falls become one of the biggest fears. But balance isn't about luck. It's about communication between your brain, your feet, and your core. This routine improves that connection by teaching your body how to stabilize before every small movement. When your core is awake, your steps become lighter, steadier, and more confident. You'll find yourself walking across uneven ground or standing to cook with more assurance than before. Tip: try doing the exercise barefoot on a safe surface once in a while. It helps your feet reconnect with the ground. Feeling steady on your feet builds more than just physical balance. It also gives emotional stability, which leads us to the next benefit. 4. Reduces back and hip pain. Most chronic back or hip pain after 60 doesn't come from bad luck. It comes from muscles forgetting how to share the load. When one area overworks, another grows weak, and tension builds like a chain reaction. The standing core activation flow redistributes that effort by teaching your body to move as one unit again. When your core and hips support each other, your back finally gets to rest. You'll notice fewer aches when you wake up, less stiffness after sitting, and smoother movements through your day. Tip: do this flow after a short walk. Your muscles will already be warm and respond even better. And when pain fades, something powerful happens. Your energy returns. 5. Boosts circulation and breathing capacity. Gentle core activation doesn't just build muscle, it opens the body's internal pathways. By moving slowly and breathing fully, you improve oxygen flow to every cell. Many people notice they sleep better, think clearer, and even feel calmer after just a few sessions. Your breath becomes your best tool for recovery. When your diaphragm and core work together, you literally breathe youth back into your system. Tip: inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and on each exhale, feel your ribs soften inward. That calmness sets the stage for the most important benefit of all: confidence. 6. Restores confidence in movement. Strength isn't just physical, it's emotional. When you trust your body again, you start living differently. You stand taller when talking to others, you move without hesitation, and you stop second-guessing your balance. Many people find that after a few weeks of gentle practice, they rediscover that quiet pride that comes from being capable. And that feeling radiates into everything: how you walk, how you breathe, even how you smile. Tip: practice near a mirror once in a while, not to judge, but to witness your progress. These 6 benefits work together like gears in motion: posture, strength, balance, pain relief, energy, and confidence. Each reinforces the other until your body moves as one harmonious system again. And now that you know what this routine can do, Let's explore the next step: how to actually perform it safely and effectively. No floor, no crunches, no fear. Let's go step by step, slowly, with the awareness that every movement matters. This isn't about doing more, it's about doing it right, in a way that feels kind to your body. Find a quiet space where you can stand comfortably, maybe near a wall or the back of a sturdy chair for support. Wear something loose that lets you move freely. Step 1. Stand tall and ground yourself. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Let your toes spread naturally and feel the weight evenly distributed between both feet. Imagine roots growing from your soles into the ground, steady, strong, and calm. Now, take a deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, feel your shoulders drop and your body settle into balance. You're not forcing posture, you're returning to it. This is the foundation for everything that follows. Safety note: if you have balance concerns, lightly rest one hand on a chair or countertop. Step 2. Activate your core with breath. Place one hand on your belly and the other on your lower back. Inhale gently, feeling your belly expand slightly under your hand. As you exhale, draw your belly in just a little, as if your navel is moving closer to your spine. You'll feel a subtle tightening deep inside, not at the surface. That's your true core waking up. Don't force it. Just breathe and notice. Repeat this for 5 slow breaths. Tip: if you feel your shoulders or neck tightening, pause and soften them. The movement should come from your center, not your upper body. Step 3. Gentle hip shift, building stability. Keeping your knees slightly bent, slowly shift your weight to your right foot, then to your left. Do it as if you're swaying in slow motion. Notice how your hips, belly, and back work together to keep you balanced. This subtle movement activates your deep stabilizers, the muscles that protect your spine. Breathe naturally as you move, letting the rhythm guide you. After about 10 shifts, pause in the center. You may already feel warmth in your abdomen or a light vibration in your legs. That's your core doing its job. Safety note: keep movements small and controlled. Never twist sharply. Step 4. Arm lift with core connection. Now, keeping your body grounded, slowly lift both arms forward to shoulder height as you inhale. Imagine your hands moving through gentle resistance, like you're pressing through water. As you exhale, lower your arms and lightly draw your belly inward again. This connects upper body motion to your center, teaching your core to stabilize while your limbs move freely. Do this 5 times, staying smooth and calm. Tip: focus on the breath leading the movement. The slower you go, the deeper your muscles engage. Step 5. Rotation for mobility and balance. With your feet still grounded, gently turn your torso to the right while exhaling, then back to center as you inhale. Repeat to the left. Your hips stay steady. Only your ribcage and shoulders rotate slightly. This small twist trains your spine to stay mobile and your core to stay active in real-life movements. After 5 gentle turns each side, return to center and relax. Safety note: avoid forcing the twist or pushing through any pain. Keep movements within a comfortable range. Step 6. The centering breath, finishing the flow. Now, take one last deep breath in through your nose. Reach your arms overhead slowly, stretching tall, and as you exhale, bring your hands down in front of your chest, palms together. Feel the calm energy in your body, strong, steady, and centered. You've just activated your core, improved your posture, and restored connection between breath and balance. If you practice this flow daily, even for 2 minutes, your body begins to remember. Each repetition strengthens your foundation, reawakens your coordination, and brings quiet confidence to every movement. Extra guidance for daily practice. When to do it. Morning is ideal, before or after a short walk, but you can do it anytime you feel stiff or tired. How long? 2 to 3 minutes daily is enough to start. Over time, extend it gently to 5 minutes. What to expect? At first, it may feel subtle, but after a few days, you'll notice smoother breathing, better posture, and a sense of grounded energy. This isn't just exercise. It's a daily conversation with your body. You're teaching it to trust itself again. And when you move this way, everything in life, from walking to bending to simply standing tall, becomes easier. Now, before you begin this as a habit, let's talk about who should avoid or modify this routine so you can practice safely and confidently every day. While the standing core activation flow is gentle and safe for most people, there are a few situations where extra care is needed. If you've had recent surgery in your abdomen, hips, or lower back, it's best to wait until your doctor clears you from movement. If you live with severe osteoporosis, herniated discs, or chronic nerve pain that radiates down your legs, start with very small motions or practice under the guidance of a physical therapist. Remember, pain is your body's way of communicating. If something doesn't feel right, pause immediately. There's no race, no competition, and no perfect form to chase. This practice is about awareness, listening to your body and honoring where you are today. Even small, mindful adjustments create progress. Many people find that simply practicing the breathing portion alone can begin to reawaken their core safely. You can always build more once your confidence and comfort return. Your safety is part of your strength. So respect your body's limits, celebrate your effort, and move with kindness. That's how real healing happens. Not by pushing harder, but by caring deeper. And with that mindset, you're ready to embrace what this routine truly represents. Not just exercise, but a way of living with purpose, balance, and gratitude. Let's talk about that spirit next. You see, rebuilding your core isn't really about muscles. It's about trust. Trusting that your body, even after 60, still knows how to support you. Trusting that you can feel steady again, not because you're chasing youth, but because you're honoring the life that brought you here. For too long, we've been told that aging means losing strength, losing flexibility, losing control. But the truth is, aging simply asks us to move differently, to move wisely. The same way we've learned to speak more gently, love more patiently, and listen more deeply over the years, our bodies are asking for that same kindness. When you move with awareness, every breath becomes a reminder that you're still capable, still adaptable, still alive in the truest sense. The standing core activation flow is not about doing more. It's about doing less with more presence. And when you bring that presence into your day, when you walk, reach, or even sit, your movements become graceful, not because they're perfect, but because they're intentional. You're not too old to rebuild your strength. You're simply rediscovering it. Each slow, conscious movement reconnects you with the body that has carried you through every season of your life. And that in itself is something sacred. Aging well isn't about resisting time. It's about learning to move with it, with calm, courage, and gratitude. Now that you've felt the deeper purpose behind this practice, I'd love for you to share this journey, not just with me, but with others who may have forgotten that strength has no age. Let's talk about how you can join this growing community of people redefining what healthy aging looks like. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How did your body feel after trying this gentle standing routine? Did you notice a little more steadiness, a deeper breath, or maybe a sense of calm you haven't felt in a while? Take a moment and share it below in the comments, along with your name and where you're watching from. Every story you share helps someone else realize they're not alone. When people see others their age reclaiming strength and confidence, it gives them permission to start too. If today's practice made you feel even a little more connected to your body, imagine what a few weeks could do. That's why I encourage you to subscribe and join our growing community here, a space where we believe that health, strength, and vitality don't fade with time, they evolve with awareness. Each week, I'll guide you through simple, science-backed movements designed for life after 50, all focused on safety, mobility, and real results that you can feel. We'll move together, learn together, and remind each other that this chapter of life can be the strongest yet. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave your comment, and share this video with a friend who could use a little encouragement today. Because when we move together, we grow stronger, not just in body, but in spirit. And before we finish, I want to leave you with one simple reflection. Remember this: you don't need to lie on the floor, strain your neck, or chase youthful fitness trends to stay strong. Real strength, especially after 60, doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from moving with intention, from honoring your body instead of fighting against it. Every gentle motion, every mindful breath is proof that your body still listens to you. It may move slower now, but it moves wiser. And that wisdom, that quiet understanding between you and your body, is what true fitness really means. You've spent decades caring for others, working hard, and showing up every day. Now, it's time to care for yourself with that same devotion. Let every movement remind you that aging isn't about losing time, it's about learning how to live it better. When you stand taller, breathe deeper, and move with grace, you're not turning back the clock. You're simply becoming more of who you've always been. So take this practice with you. Do it tomorrow and the day after that. And whenever life feels heavy, come back to this truth. You are strong, capable, and worthy of feeling good in your own body at any age. Because the best years aren't behind you. They're right here, waiting for you to move into them, one gentle breath at a time.